I don't know how to do an intro. What's going on, guys? Pumpkin King Alec here with another predecessor tier list. Now, this tier list is just my personal opinion. This is kind of like if you're kind of by yourself. This is not ranked, obviously, because ranked is still not available yet. Obviously, a different tier list will come out for that. But seeing how it's been 2 weeks since the previous tier list and all the updates, this is my personal opinion on the best. My computer is down, so I couldn't really do a tier list, so it's kind of already posted, so I'm just going to go through them. That's also why the quality of some of the videos have been kind of crap, is because I have to post them on phone, so please bear with me. I'm in the process of getting a new computer. So anyway, let's get straight into it. At bottom tier, C tier, hard to win, not good. We have Gadget. Now Gadget, she just takes too long to be a threat. She takes too long to do something. You know, she does do good damage, but it just takes too long. Like you're like 15 minutes in, you're already midway through the game, and your team's probably already surrendering because you guys are getting destroyed because you guys are still behind. Like she just takes so long to get that damage, and even when she does, it's not that good. It's not that good personally. Next, Muriel. Her shield, everything, especially with the supports who are top tier right now, they just do everything she can do just better. Like nobody really cares about the shield. Nobody cares about that. Her ult, yeah, it's all right, the knockup, but it just doesn't feel like it does anything. You know, like yeah, you could still win, but you know, and the problem with all Morel players is that they play so damn aggressive, and they get destroyed for doing it. So yeah, I would have to say she's kind of really hard to win with. Next we have Morgesh. I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry. I don't think it's kind of a toss up between B and C, because right now, from what I'm seeing, before the update she was pretty good, and now she just I don't know. It just doesn't feel like she's really doing anything anymore. Like she's one of those characters, and I'm going to bring that up with a lot. She's one of those characters to where if she's not dominating early game, she's not going to. If she's either dominating the early game or not dominating at all, she's not going to make any. She's not in the mid. That's kind of my issue with her. And ever since Paragon, she's been broken. And it seems like now they finally fixed her. But I know people want her to be broken like she was in Paragon. But right now, she's not doing so good from what I played and from what other people have played, from what I've seen on my team and what I've seen even on the enemy team. It doesn't really seem like they're kind of dominating. They're really doing anything. So I got to put her like bottom. You could still win games, but it's really hard. Like I said, all these characters, you could still win. I'm not saying you're going to lose every game, but obviously it's a lot harder with the lower it is. Now we go to B tier. B tier is meh. They're situational. You know, kind of depends on you how good you are. Fang Mao, I don't know. I mean assassins, I don't know. It just feels weird, man, that he's built like an assassin, because like I believe he was like a warrior in Paragon. I can't remember. But I think he's better as a warrior, and most people are building him as an assassin, and I don't think that really works for him personally. Me in the solo lane, he's not good in the solo lane. Anytime I play against one, he just gets deleted. He gets deleted by pretty much everybody who's in the solo lane. Especially the people who are meta right now are destroying him. He's just at the bottom. He's like the last solo laner you want to pick. Jungle, it's just as clear. It just takes so much, man. He just takes too much time. So I gotta say no. And they did try some things with him, but I would have to say no. It's a no because of how, I don't know. He just falls behind in the team fight, in my personal opinion, especially if he plays as a solo, because you're expecting him to be your warrior in a way, your fighter, and then he gets out there and then he kind of just is the first one dead. Howie is very situational, because if you don't know how to position him right, you're gonna get deleted. He has kind of a big hitbox, not really big, but you know, it's a little bigger than most mids. He does a lot of damage, but the problem is that with the people who are meta right now in the jungle, they're keeping up with him. His slow, I mean, Chimera's just going to cleanse it. You know, they're not really going to care about that. I mean, he may boop you away, but Not really. His ult, he'll spam his ult just to get away. That's my problem. When you got to spam your ult to get away, it kind of just, now your ult's gone. That's gone. You know, your presence is, we lost that. We can't use that to push up anymore. So I have to put him in B tier. I know some people are gonna say A, some people are gonna say A plus. But like, yeah, his rocket does a lot of damage, and his ult does a lot of damage, and he solo ults a lot. But I gotta put him B. I feel like pretty much a good carry would just delete him, especially when he's in the air. When he's in the air, he just, yeah, just delete him. FaZe. Oh man, FaZe. Everybody wants FaZe to be so good, but I'm sorry, right now she's not. Not right now. FaZe is really not good. I kind of wanted to put her in C tier, but she's kind of B tier right now. It's because there's just, Narbash does way better. Narbash is just way better with the healing, CC, all that. The problem with FaZe players is that they want her to be aggressive, and they don't want to get punished for it. If a FaZe, and they all think they're being special by doing that jump and lance thing. Like, yeah, her lance is super annoying, but then with Narbash, especially with Narbash being top tier right now, he's just gonna just chuck it right at her and then stun her and then probably push up on that. Because you're kind of just standing right there, especially with that whole jumping thing. You're right there, and they think for some reason that they're fine, but no. Now I don't have to target your minions to hit you. And look, like, nobody really builds an anti-heal against them, and I always say build anti-heal. Build anti-heal. Get some tainted rounds, tainted totem, whatever. You shut her down with her healing. Her healing, it's only a great single target. But when you take down her healing, you pretty much, she just doesn't get to play anymore. So I gotta say B. Iggy, my boy Iggy. I'm sorry, but Iggy, they're doing stuff, and he's kind of a toss up of A and B. They did just they did buff his turrets, and they did tweak his ult a little bit, because his ult, I don't know. I still think they should give him his old ult from Paragon, where it just made the turns go crazy. He is good when he sets up, but that's the thing, he has to set up, and he's too slow to do that. But I don't know, Iggy's damage is good. I think what would really help Iggy right now, because they did nerf the cooldown, they did increase the cooldown on his Molotov, so it takes a lot longer. And the problem was his turns, well, now his turns do more damage. Iggy did lose health, but his turns are stronger because his turns are his main thing of damage. But the problem is, I think the thing they're missing is that his Molotov, in Paragon, his Molotov could actually shred magic armor the longer you're in it. It burns magic armor. It burns magical armor. Sparrow, I gotta put bottom, because out of all the carries in the game right now, Sparrow lacks mobility. She does crazy damage, I'll give her that, but she lacks mobility, and all the carries do what she can do, but just better, and they have mobility. They have at least some form of mobility. She has nothing. She's got to be aggressive. If she's getting attacked and she's not winning, she pretty much has to commit to the fight and hope that she wins or survives. The other guys can, dash away, whatever. All she has is blink, and then if her blink is gone, she's dead. She's a free kill. Drongo's a safe carry. Drongo's a good carry. I think he's good. I like his bleed. The problem is he doesn't really have that much great mobility. I don't know. So yeah, Drongo's fine though. I think Drongo's a fine carry. I think he's a decent carry. Revenant also A. I think he's fine. He doesn't have his mobility. All he has is his ult that roots, and that's it. And it's what, 0.5 seconds, 1 second. I think it's a 0.5 root. And even then, with the junglers in right now, they're gonna catch up to him. So Revenant's fine though. I think Revenant's fine. He does decent. He does good damage. Of course, if he's dominating with his passive, he's gonna build up so much gold and just run the game. Shinbi, I'm gonna have her in A tier, and I already know this is coming. People are gonna say Shinbi is broken. People are gonna say S tier. Shinbi's fine. She's not like how she was in Paragon. Personally, me, I say play her in jungle. When I play her in solo, I get dominated, and everyone else gets dominated when I play against them. When they're Shinbi, especially with who's in right now in solo, they're just gonna destroy her every fight. Her jungle is a lot better, but I already know some people are going to be like, no, she's broken, you're wrong, she's S tier. She's not broken. Look, I know it is annoying when she just dashes, does a little rhythm, and then ults you. I get that. It is annoying, but most of the time she gets deleted from that. Sevarog. Now, a lot of people are going to say, no, Sevarog's A tier, A plus. I'm going to have to say he's good. I think he's good. I was still kind of debating between A tier and A plus, and he's a good tank, good solo. For jungle, I don't know. Jungle's a little weird. I mean, yeah, he can get his stacks because he's not really rushing to get the stacks, kind of, in solo, because, you know, the other minions are taking out your minions. In late game, he is just a tank, and his siphon does so much damage, which you wouldn't think it would, but it does. So he's like, if you put the time, you're gonna get rewarded. So Sevarog, I gotta put him in A. You can also debate A tier. I would see A tier, but I think he's good. Oh my god, people are gonna hate me on this one too. It's gonna be another Shinbi. Chimera, I'm gonna have to put A. He could also be A plus, but I'm gonna have to put him A tier. I would put him in A plus just because, and I already know what everyone's gonna say. He is so broken. He keeps diving me in my tower. He keeps killing me at level 3. I get that. He does get objectives really fast. He can get raptors really fast. He can get mini orb. You know, he can get all that. Or he can get Fangtooth raptors. He can get Fangtooth. He can get Fangtooth pretty early on, and then he can get mini orb, prime, or mini orb, orb mini, whatever. He can get that very early with his stacks. I hear people say no anti-heal does not work against his passive, but when I use anti-heal against him, it goes through. So somebody let me know if that's right, because I've noticed it, that when he tries that, he gets deleted. But yeah, I put Chimera in A, and I know some people are going to be on the whole Shinbi thing, is that no, he's broken. I feel like Chimera is that character to where he has to dominate early game so bad to where the enemy team surrenders, because I feel like late game he falls off. I feel like late game now nobody cares about the stuff he can do, like getting objectives, because now everyone's fully up to power. You know, well, I feel like when everyone comes online, that's when he falls off. Me personally, you know, I feel like when I play him, and when people, even Chimera's on my team or even on the enemy team, I feel like when it's late game, I feel like he's kind of just there. He's not really doing anything anymore. He's not really that threat anymore, because everybody's caught up with him. Kalari, I'd put her A tier. I think she's fine, and here we go again. She's broken. She kills me. She's stealth, and she's another one of those characters. She's either dominating or getting dominated. Like, she's not in the middle. She's not like there on the team, like doing her work. No, she's either winning the match or she's losing the match. I know they buffed her dagger. I believe they buffed her dagger, but I don't think that was enough to make her like top tier. Because everybody's acting like she's top tier. Like, yeah, she is super annoying, but yeah, A tier. She's fine in A tier. Gideon, he did get some nerfs, but he's still good. I believe he's a safe mid laner. I think he's always going to be a safe character. I mean, what is in the tutorial of this and Paragon, they always make you play Gideon, because he's just like that first character to learn, and he's just very easy to learn. He's very easy to play, so if you're first starting on mid, I'd say play him. Know how to use your ult, because your ult can go through walls. I believe it can go through barriers in a way. But Gideon's always fine. I think Gideon's is always going to be a decent mid laner. They'll have to nerf a lot for him to be not even decent. Saris, I think Saris is good. I think he's fine. Some people are probably going to say A plus. I think he's a good fighter. His jungle's a little weird for me. I think he's better. Personally, I think he's better in the solo lane. His healing's nice. I think he's fine. I think his healing is nice. He can play a little aggressive with his little spear poke, and he has his little combat dash. So I think he's good. I think he's fine. I think he's a fine solo laner. His jungle, I don't know. I don't really like his jungle. I think he's too slow when it's in the jungle. Countress, I also put A, and people are gonna say she's broken as well, but no, Countress, she's A. Maybe B. I'd say mostly A. Kind of want to put her in B, but I'm gonna say A. She can do crazy amounts of damage, and God, man, I know we all know it's annoying how she teleported into you, hold in your face, do a little spin, bam, and then teleport back. We all know it's annoying. With who's in the meta right now, they're just gonna stun her the moment they jump in their face. Now Countess, she's another one of the characters. She's either dominating the game or getting dominated. She's not in the middle. So you are either having a player who is running the whole game. That Countess is scaring everybody. Nobody wants to fight her. She's rotating everywhere, getting everyone. I say player jungle. I don't say really player mid. Mid is okay. Off lane, with Steel and Greystone in off lane right now, I would have to say no. I would have to say keep her in off. Do not play solo with her. Do not play off lane with her. I'd say keep her in jungle. I think she's really good in jungle. And like I said, she's either dominating the game or not dominating. There is no in between. Murdoch's a good solo, or Murdoch's a good carry, and I got to get to this because I brought it up, and I feel like some people are going to bring this up of how, like, oh, well, this character's actually broken in jungle, this character's actually broken in the mid, don't have to play the role. There is a player right now who only plays Murdoch off lane. He only plays Murdoch solo, and his name is like Sensor, something like that, HC something. So carry, I think Murdoch's fine. Destroys tanks. His ult is so nice, you know. His trap, and that's the thing, people. That solo, I will admit, that solo, he really does use his traps kind of effectively, because a lot of people just put the traps near a wall and then just kind of like just leave it there. He actually like will place a trap and dance around it, and like he kind of finds a way to push you into it. So, you know, if you kind of know how to use the traps, they're really good. But I think he's fine in A. Moving on to A+. A+ is very good. We have Decker. I feel like Decker's a really good support. Some people would say A. Some people, she is annoying. She's annoying as hell with her stun, and she always loves to be aggressive, but she has good mobility. Her stun, if you are hitting those stuns, oh my god, dude, those stuns are so annoying. And then she has her barrier, her little laser is slow. She has good CC. It's just, oh my god, dude, I hate Decker so much, but I cannot deny that I cannot deny she's good. I had to say A+. Maybe A+. Yeah, I'm going to say A+. Rampage is really good right now, especially because someone told me this is actually not true, that anti-heal does not work against Rampage. I build it and I destroy Rampage. As soon as I see a Rampage, I'm putting any type of anti-heal against them. Only playing jungle because someone tried saying Rampage is a good support, and I'm like, his passive literally says jungle. His passive is only good in the jungle unless he uses ult. I wouldn't really play him in solo. I've seen some people try to do in solo and then go to the jungle to get a camp real quick. I think that's just too much work. But yeah, if you are not really dealing, if your carry is not shredding him, like anti-heal and armor, he is going to dominate the game. Every team fight, he's just gonna enlarge and just stun, slam everybody. No one's gonna deal with him. He's just gonna be able to do whatever he wants. He's gonna run around the whole map, do what he wants. And if they are god tier with their boulder, you just surrender the game. So Rampage is a good spot. Faye, I think Faye is a really good, probably one of the best mages, maybe the best in my personal opinion. She's one of the best mages right now, mid laners. Some people put her in solo. I think she's better in mid, rotating between both. I think she's better in there. If you are not building cleanse against her, because she's just gonna slow, stun, all that, or she's gonna slow, root. You know, she's just so fucking annoying, especially when she builds the I can't remember her name, but it's the version for mages where it adds a slow effect. And if you're just not running something that can cleanse or help you get out of it, she's just gonna keep on spamming her what is it, needles? I can't remember what it is, but it's where her basic attack now is the ability. And it refunds all that, so she's just too strong right now. She's too strong. Richter, I think Richter's in a really good spot right now, and I know people are gonna say that, like, no, he sucks. He sucks. My support keeps dying. You know, he keeps dying every fight. I hate him. Blah blah blah. He's really good. His hook is so good. If you have a Rick Rick, who is making all of his hooks, just it's game over. There's no fight anymore. It's over and done with. He has a lot of good CC. He has a silence. He has his ults. He has his whip. And his electrocute, they did buff it to give him some movement speed, and you'll be surprised. Everyone says the ability sucks, but after a while, you'll notice that your health bar has went down, and his health bar is not going anywhere because he just keeps CCing you. So I gotta say, he's in a good spot right now. Bellica is a really good mage right now. I think she's really good, dude. Late game, she still shreds. Like, she's one of those characters that she is just going to do damage all game. Support Bellica, you can make the argument about it. I don't really play her in support. I only play her in mid. I don't really play her in support just because with the supports that are good right now, you want to keep that, because if you don't really put her as a support, your jungle is not like a fighter and not building like a fighter. You guys have no tank, which you want that tank late game if you guys don't destroy them early. So I would not want her as a support. I think she excels in late game. She deletes everyone. Of course, her ult is a lock on. She just deletes. She's just broken. She's broken. She's really good. Grux is still good right now. Apparently they nerfed his Omni Vamp to where he used to get a movement speed. I never knew that. I never thought he got a movement speed, but someone said he had a movement speed and they took that out. I never saw that. I play a lot of Grux. They now gave him more Omni Vamp with now on jungle camps. He can get Omni Vamp more on that. So even when he's in solo, maybe he can go to the jungle real quick, still get some heals. So his jungle, it's a little too slow in my personal opinion. Sure, he heals, but I would have to say, because he has really no mobility, he has his lunge, but it barely dashes. It barely does anything. So I would say he's better in off lane. He like dominates off lane. He's just it's not even fight. Crunch is still good. Crunch, I don't think did he get a nerf? I believe he got a nerf. I can't remember. Crunch still really good, able to fight with a lot of people. There are some people though who will silence him, set him down. Now we go to broken characters. First, I realized this during editing that I forgot to mention Kira. So Kira is A+ because she's really good carry, even with all the nerfs that she got to her auto attack and her movement passive power. She's still really good. She does a lot of damage to single targets. Ult is still good. Everything else, her clear, even though her clear is her only weakness, it still has a lot of items to help her out. First off, Greystone's broken right now. Greystone is a pain in the ass because they nerfed him, but it did nothing. I believe it was Unbroken Will that got nerfed, and it did nothing. His passive is still good. His ult, it's the same issue we had in Paragon, is that he could just fight you. You waste all your power and health to kill him, and then he ults. And the broken thing is there's the one warrior fighter artifact that it kind of gives him a third life. Yeah, sure, you're probably like, oh yeah, well, all you gotta do is not hit him when he activates. It's the one where if you die when you mark your location, he respawns. So technically he has 3 lives in a way. And you may be saying like, oh well, just don't hit him, but the problem is he's Greystone. He's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit you and take you down. He's not gonna die late game. He just does not die late game. He can do it all. And this is crazy. I've seen Greystone support. I had a Greystone support the other day, and oh my god, we dominated them. And this was against a Twin and a Narbash, who are top tier right now. They were actually playing good. We were dominating them. He dominates solo lane. He dominates. Narbash is really good right now in support. His healing's good. They nerfed his healing, but it's still good. He can engage, disengage. So much CC, dude. His ult, if you know how to use his ult right, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, when you use his ult, you get stunned. If you use that ult right, that knock up and the little mini damage and slow, and plus it brings up his passive. So nice. Even when he gets anti-healed, it's still, his healing's still good. That's the crazy thing. And even then, it's not like FaZe, or FaZe's only thing was the healing. He can still throw and stun you and then let the carry move up on you, or he still has his march to move in, move out, maybe move aside, whatever. So I still got to say Narbash is so damn good. One of the best supports in the game. Seth, oh my god. Now this one, you can't deny it. She's broken because she just dominates. I have played in multiple matches where I'm going fucking just not dying. I'm able to play how I want. I can play dumb, and her passive is just so broken. They're not touching her passive. They're touching everything else but her passive, and that's why she's not going down. She's too damn broken right now. She's just, they need to fix her passive. Guys, get her passive. She's not going to go anywhere until her passive is dealt with. That's the only issue, is that they need to work on that passive. Steel is, oh my god, Steel is I love Steel, and I'm so glad Steel is top tier right now. Steel, he's good support. He's great support, actually. He can play aggressive. He can play defensively. Like the late game, he could kill a carry. He just ults them, stuns them, dashes. He does whatever he wants, man. And some people are always going to be like, oh, my Steel dies so much. His hitbox is too big. His barrier's useless. My Steel is crap. No. Steel is broken. And Steel might be godlike. He might be unstoppable in the solo lane. Like, I played matches in solo with Steel, and dude, oh my god, press Steel, win the game. But yeah, Steel is just such a good tank. I love that Steel is. Now I've seen some people, Steel jungle, I don't really know too much about that. I've seen some people play Steel jungle. I have not done it myself, so I'm not too sure about that. Maybe I see some play, but what I would say more offlane with Steel. But he's still a great support, so I'd say have him support, or I'd say have him in solo. Wraith probably. Oh my God, Wraith, broken mage, broken carry. He can play multiple different items with how his ability works. He can de-ward, which is just so damn nice. Twin Blast. Oh my god, Twin Blast is probably the best carry in the game, in my opinion. And here we go. My Twin Blast sucks. My Twin Blast can't make a shot. Twin Blast is so damn good right now, man. And this is the crazy thing. It wasn't like he got a nerf or he got a buff when he was hella bad. No, he was still good. He was still like A+, A tier. And then they said, let's bump him up even more. His ability haste is better when he lands a shot. You just keep rolling, piercing, grenade, slowly tick away your health. And then, like I said, if you run, I can't remember what it's called, but it's an assassin item, and it looks like a mace. It starts with a P, and it slows. It slows on all abilities. If it's a dot ability, it does like 50% less slow. And if you use that on Twin Blast, oh my god, dude, they're gonna hate the game. So yeah, Twin Blast is just so broken right now. He's most likely gonna get a nerf in the future. They're probably gonna fix his passive a little bit, because that's kind of what's doing it. But anyway, that is my tier list. Except we actually got one more tier list. Every single character I just brought up who were broken all the way to trash, all of them are trash compared to this character. This is the best character in the game, and Predecessor, please bring him back. I'm excited that Kwong is coming back. Please bring him back. Grim.exe is the best character in the game. You can fight me on that. He's the best mage, he's the best carry, he's the best offlane, best jungle, best support. Fight me. He needs to be back in the game. I hope he comes back. That is my favorite character in the game. That was my all-time favorite character. Bring him back, dude. Please bring him back. Bring back Grim.exe. Please, I want him back, especially now that there are voices in this game. I want him back. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, this is my personal opinion. If you guys think a character is somewhere they should not be, let me know in the comments and tell me why. I don't know how to do an outro, but this is Pumpkin King Alec signing off. See you guys later.